Hey everyone, my name is Brandon and I'm new to wet shaving. Well, I shouldn't say I'm actually new. I've been doing it for about 6 or 8 months now. Back in December, I've always had an issue with oily skin and I'm trying to do something to keep the amount of oil off my skin, and someone told me that I should look into wet shaving. So in Christmas of 2015, my wife went to the Art of Shaving in Oak Brook, Illinois, and bought me a starter kit for wet shaving using a traditional old style double-edged razor. And when I saw this, it immediately made me start thinking of how my grandfather used to shave. And I remember being a kid, he used to take the razors out of the razor. He took the razor blades out and we would practice shaving with these. So it just made me think of my grandfather. I got interested in it. I started doing some research online. I started pulling up some YouTube videos, and I just couldn't get over the amount of videos out there and the amount of product that's out there for the wet shaving industry today. And I got hooked, and here I am. So I figured, because I've watched so many videos, there's a few people I wanted to actually thank, because you guys put your videos out there and new guys like myself see these videos and it piques my interest. And so I figured I'd do a video myself. So this is my first video. And some of the guys that I want to thank, I just wanted to start off, Nick Shaves. A lot of videos out there, some really good basic shaving videos that I learned from. TSE, Traditional Shaving Evangelist. Now, I don't know your name, but again, I learned a lot from watching your videos. Ray Pope is another guy. I know you guys all know Ray, good guy. A lot of product he promotes, and I've learned that. The guy that I really learned a lot from watching the first video was Brian from Executive Shaving. A lot of what he does in that basic video that he has is what I've used in my shaving. So with all that being said, what I'm going to be using today, I'm going to start out today with a pre-shave oil. This pre-shave oil from DREADNOUGHT. I like to use that right from the beginning. I've already taken a shower. My skin is all hydrated. One of the things I also do before I take a shower in order to get the oil off my skin, my wife actually gave me this. It's from Garnier, and you can see right here, it's for oily skin. It's got tiny pieces of charcoal in it that helps to scrub your face, and it takes the oil off, and it really does a good job. Then I get in the shower, wash up, so my face is completely clean right now. So after I use the pre-shave oil, the soap that I'm going to use today is from Catie's Bubbles Lavert Orange. That's how you pronounce it. It's got a real nice citrusy, kind of a musk smell to it. I'm really liking the musk smells. So that's what I'll be using today. Then afterwards, I do like the shaving balms after I shave, because my skin gets real dry then, believe it or not. Just the opposite of the oily skin. I have very sensitive skin, so I have to kind of rehydrate it and bring it back. And so one of the aftershave, pre-shave balms that I'll be using today is from Nivea. Nivea Men. This is really good, helps bring my face right back, makes it feel good. And then to add a scent, after I go out, I'm going to be using the Citrus Musk. I picked this up, and I picked up the Catie's Bubbles from online on Italian Barber. So with that being said, I'm going to start out. I've got my brush. This actually is the brush that my wife bought me for my first kit. It's the only one that I have so far. I'm sure at some point I'll be adding more to it, to my kit. But with that being said, let me get started. My face is a little red today because I was golfing with a few of my buddies a couple of days ago, and I love golfing. So, to Jimmy, to John, and to Billy, just saying hello to you guys. Had a great time golfing the other day. Billy, really appreciate you inviting me. It's his niece's fundraiser who's handicapped in a wheelchair, and this was a fundraiser for her, and we had a great time down on the south side of Chicago golfing with a bunch of the Irish guys down there. So I just put my pre-shave oil on, and now I'm going to get going with the soap. I don't have a lot in my collection yet. I've got about 3 or 4 different soaps from different companies, and I think what I'm going to do is, if this turns out and I do more, I'll show some more of these soaps in the future. So there we go. I got my mirrors on the side, so when you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking in my mirror. This really has helped my face. Anyone out there who's kind of thought about doing this, do it. Take some time for yourself instead of using these old throwaway razors. I find myself sometimes rushing a little bit through this. I just have to take my time. I guess I'm lucky because I can get away with doing 2 passes, and my skin is really nice and smooth. I can go 3, maybe 4 days in between shaves. One of the things that I forgot to mention was my razor. It is a Merkur 34C. Again, part of the kit that I got. And I can't really compare it to anything because it's the only one. So there's my first pass, and it feels good. Nice soap. I feel a nice slickness on my face right now from the pre-shave oil, and that really helps a lot. So now I'll do a second pass, and I'm pretty much done. Once I do a second pass, I'll go down with the razor on the first pass, and then I go up on the second one. The razor blades that I'm using today are the Gillette Silver Blues. So now I'm going to go up. So I'm going up here. I got a couple of dings down in my lower neck area here. And I got a good way to kind of stop those. Again, one of the things I learned from Brian, from Executive Shave. It feels really good. Yeah. I'm gonna go sideways. That feels good. That's a nice, I know some of you guys do like 3 passes, but I tell you, I can't feel any stubble at all. So I guess I'm lucky. Sometimes you get a little bit right here, but it feels good. So give me a second here, and let me rinse up, and excuse the sound of the water here. Now once I'm done rinsing off, again, one of the things that I learned from Brian at Executive Shaving is to take a second, and after you rinse, go back and put cold water on your face. This cold water that I found will actually tighten up the pores. If you got a couple of little nicks, little dings from bleeding, it really helps stop it. Ugh. So there we go. Everything's all rinsed off. Now for me to finish off, again, I like the Nivea. I also have aftershave balms and some of the other collections that I have, but today I'll be using the Nivea. You don't need a lot of this. Just a little tiny bit goes a long way. That's all you need. And as soon as I put that on my face, because I have sensitive skin, as soon as I'm done shaving, I could start to feel the burn. But once I put this aftershave balm on, I immediately feel everything come back to normal. It feels really good. Now, with that being done, I could say I'm done. But again, I do like to add a little bit of a scent also. So what I purchase is aftershave colognes or full-blown colognes. So in this case, like I said, I've got the citrus, keeping with the theme from the orange citrus from the shaving soap. But what I do with this is instead of putting it on my face, because of the higher alcohol count in these aftershave lotions, splash-ons, I don't like to put it on my face because I feel my face start to dry back out again, and it could cause cracking, and then it's just going to create aging on your face. So I like to just put it on the back of my neck, put a little bit in my hair, because of the balm that I have on my face, and this aftershave cologne or other colognes that I might use will actually now add a nice citrus musk scent. So with that being said, I'm done. So again, I appreciate what I've learned from the guys, and hopefully I'll do some more videos in the near future, and make it a great day.